Disclaimer. This video contains video footage and music that I do not own. A list of credits can be found at the end of the video. This video contains brief loud noises. Viewer discretion is advised. This video is not intended for children under the age of 13, nor is my channel. The Child Online Privacy Protection Act, or COPPA, states that nobody under the age of 13 should have, among other things, a YouTube account. Hello boyos, girlos, non-binary genderlos, and welcome to another Lost Media video. My latest video is actually part 1. Not in the traditional sense, but it is. You won't need to have watched it to understand what's happening here, just saying it'll probably give you a better experience. Anyway, when I was making the video about lost ads, I specifically left something out intentionally. If you read the title, you already know what it is.
Billy Mays here for OxyClean, the stain specialist.
That's right. Today we're talking about Billy Mays. For those of you who don't know who he is, here's what you need to know. Billy Mays was a prolific pitchman for many products over hundreds of commercials for over 30 years, up until his death from hypertension on June 28, 2009. As with any media, let alone of someone who's been doing things since before the internet, things are bound to slip through the cracks. So today, I'm going through every single one of his lost commercials, or at least the ones listed on his Lost Media Wiki article. Without further ado, let's get started.
And we'll double the offer!
2 minutes of television wow that makes you buy now.
We begin during Mays' beginning in the 1980s. We have one case here for 2 products. Before his success, he worked for International Housewares, the houseware marketing company pitching many products like the Jet Cloth, similar to the common ShamWow, and Washmatic, a hose system that connects to a bucket instead of a direct faucet, to the passerby of Atlantic City Boardwalk. After some of that, he also pitched at home shows, state fairs, auto shows, and more, to the point where his coworkers called him Bucket Billy due to how often he'd be pitching a Washmatic. Mays actually recorded a single instance of each product pitch on one tape, which he privately owned. Notably, Mays was a lot calmer in that pitch than what he would be known to be like. Most of the pitches have only been seen in an episode of Pitchman entitled Revenge of the Pitchman, and in a tribute video to Mays by the Electronic Retailers Association. The tape is likely still in possession of Mays' family, and it's unknown whether or not they will release it.
And we'll double the offer!
2 minutes of television wow that makes you buy now.
This time, we have 2 subjects this decade that became lost. First, we have a bunch of ads from his era on the Home Shopping Network. On the 1993 Pittsburgh Home and Garden Show, Mays met up with an old rival, Max Apple, and struck a friendship with him. He eventually was asked by Apple to pitch Orange Glow, Apple's product, on the HSN. He did and was hired to pitch OxyClean on the channel when it came out in 1997, and sold 3,500 units on its first day. He later became a mainstay on the channel, selling many products and meeting many people. However, it's unknown how long he stayed on the channel, and due to the live nature of the HSN, many of the segments will likely remain lost for good. One lost segment is for the cleaning product Kaboom, featuring host Sue Ferreira, released in 2002. The only remnants of it are 2 cropped screenshots of the ad. No footage of the segment has been released. The second subject we have is a 30-minute infomercial for OxyClean made by Mays in 1998 to air on other TV channels aside from the HSN. After his success on the HSN, he branched out, and this was one of his ventures. Mays and another unknown host used a lot of the demonstrations previously used for OxyClean in this ad, and the ad got a 2.0 media efficiency ratio, which means that it made back double the money that it was used in production. Out of 30 minutes of footage, only 1 has made it online in English. An 11-minute Swiss dub is also available. The ad was also mentioned in Anthony Sullivan's book, You Get What You Pitch For, where he said, Max must have noticed this new oxygen part stayed removed and seen something that I didn't, because before I knew it, Max was sitting at the joint with the white powder, and now it was called OxyClean. It wasn't long before Billy Mays was on the Home Shopping Network, HSN, selling OxyClean, and then a few months later, Billy and Max had produced the first 30-minute infomercial for OxyClean, with Billy as the pitchman. I vaguely knew Billy, but he was the right guy for OxyClean. He just nailed that pitch. It was trademark Billy. Loud, positive, and going a mile a minute with his catchphrases. If there was ever a match made in heaven, it was Billy Mays and OxyClean.
And we'll double the offer!
2 minutes of television wow that makes you buy now.
This is our last stop. It's a lot longer than the other 2 decades, so get ready. Our first ad here is some of the original short OxyClean commercials. These commercials were from October 2000 and are incredibly iconic. At least the first airing is, as that one is readily available on YouTube. There are actually 2 variants of the ad, one of which was filmed on the same set, including a different bonus offer being Orange Glow instead of Orange Clean, and one had a more bluish one. Variant 2 and the 2-minute versions of Variant 3 are still mostly lost. Next, we have an advert for the Turbo Tiger and Turbo Tiger Plus, which are lightweight, turbo-powered vacuum cleaners. Mays pitched the product in 2001, however, no advert has surfaced online. We know this due to Mays' endorsement being featured on the packaging and some behind-the-scenes pictures featured on BillyMays.org, which are from the advert of the Plus version. According to a court case between Shark and the Turbo Tiger, the infomercial for the Turbo Tiger began airing in February 2001. It started with a display of Mays and a live tiger. Mays later shows the strength of the product by lifting bowling balls and a table with it. He later vacuums a keyboard, lines of dirt on a table, and a glass of sand. The tagline used throughout the infomercial was, "If it doesn't say Princess, it's not the original Turbo Tiger." This is because Princess was the original manufacturer, with TriStar Products holding distribution rights. Between 2005 and 2008, there were an unknown number of commercials for OxyClean set in a laundromat, showcasing a new, more effective formula for OxyClean and OxyClean Triple Power. At least one was missing, but was later found on November 14, 2019, as an unlisted video on Anthony Sullivan's Vimeo account and was later mirrored. The rest remain missing, and it's unknown whether we'll have all of them or if we will know how many there were. From 2006 to 2009, Mays was hired to pitch numerous products from automobile cleaning company Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous' website has a list of all the products Mays pitched for them. These include Fix-It, which was a scratch remover, Fix-It Wood, which was a wood scratch remover, Liquid Diamond, which is a protective wax spray, Aquapel, a hydrophobic glass treatment, and Seal Tight, a tire repair kit. Liquid Diamond and Fix-It Pro ads have been found online with several variants. A blog about the Seal Tight ad exists, as well as an endorsement from Mays on Aquapel packaging. The existence of the Fix-It Wood ad is uncertain. It's outside of the list on Sullivan's website, there's no remnants of the ad or even discussion about it. OxyClean Bathroom is a short-lived OxyClean spin-off product which doubled as a bathroom disinfectant. The only footage of the infomercial for OxyClean Bathroom was found in a blooper reel posted on Anthony Sullivan's YouTube page on September 15, 2006, later being found in high quality on the Pitchman DVD. Billy kneels over a bathtub while holding the product, reaching over the tub to start cleaning before falling it over. The full ad is yet to be released. The SQV Ultimate Ladder was a product sold by TriStar Products that was marketed as 8 ladders in one. While the infomercial itself is readily available online, a demonstration of the product was left out of the ad and has since gone missing. The demonstration involved a crane carrying a school bus and setting it down on the floor of the ladders, showing off their strength. Some behind-the-scenes footage of the demonstration was uploaded to Anthony Sullivan's YouTube page on February 2, 2007. Both of Mays' tribute videos and Revenge of the Pitchman contain some footage from the infomercial. It's speculated that the ad was actually filmed twice, being in 2005 and 2007. The description and data of the behind-the-scenes video indicate a similar trend to some commercial remakes Mays did, such as when rival Pitchman Vince Offer started selling Slap Chop and ShamWow, and how Mays retaliated with ads for the Craig Chop and Zorbies. The ad was speculated to be found on Sullivan's production gallery. However, what was found was an alternative with the 2005 ad, with an SUV being used instead of a school bus, furthering the reviewed theory. The Magic Carry was a harness system that allowed someone to pick up heavier objects than they could normally, in particular 2 or 3 times as much. The bonus offers in the ad included support pads for heavier objects and some furniture sliders. The product didn't sell well in the infomercial, and most mentions of the product are absent from the internet aside from a single blog post from the product's website, which contained the only known image from the advert. The Safety Beep was a vehicle attachment sold by the Invention Channel designed to alert other vehicles that you're backing up with an audio key instead of just using your eyes. A 2-second clip of the ad was all we had for a while, until the entire advert was found on November 19, 2019 on Sullivan's Vimeo account unlisted. The 6-shooter was a revolving drill bit electric screwdriver built and sold by Idea Village. They did an infomercial for them and it was lost for a while until November 19, 2019 when it was found on Sullivan's Vimeo account. The Energize Energy Supplement is an energy and calorie burning pill sold by Isotori, which Mays made an infomercial for. The infomercial also offered the 21-day Ultimate Energy Plan book. Infomercial was missing for quite a while, save for a 1-second here's how to order clip and some production stills, but was found, say it with me now, on November 19th, 2019 on Sullivan's Vimeo account unlisted.
Now, and we'll double the offer.
2 minutes of television wow that makes you buy now.
For some reason, the Lost Media Wiki features all of these ads separately, so here we go, lightning round, 1 sentence each. Allura Floor Care System, which only has a single promo picture available. Pitch Shooter Master, which has been re-uploaded to YouTube after only existing in a blog post and a promo picture. Easy Roller, which was found on the SAS Group website, missing the Call Now part. Phone Free, which only exists in promo pictures. Route Aid, attributed to a blog post and a single quote from Mays he hasn't seen saying. Home Smart Corner Daddy, which is featured in a deleted scene from Pitchman. Motor Up Detailer's Brushless Car Wash, which was found on the SAS Group website, missing the Call Now part. OxyClean Over 101 Uses, partially found in the Film Florida Legends Awards ceremony tribute video. OxyClean Detergent Ball 2, partially found in the Era tribute. Quick Strip, whose product box is found on the SAS Group website but not found there, but on YouTube instead. Gazi's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, which is featured in the Pitchman episode A Tale of Three Billies, with some footage obscured or spoken over. Steam Buggy, partially found on the TriStar Products corporate sizzle reel. Unspecified Trunk Organizing Bag, only known from a DRTV producer blog post. Zip Wrench and Zorby's Streak Freeze, which have Mays endorsement on their boxes.
Now, and we'll double the offer.
2 minutes of television wow that makes you buy now.
And we're done. But before we go, I have one last thing to show you. There was a list of lost infomercials on a 2008 version of Mays' Wikipedia page before it was removed, contributing nothing to the page, getting longer and longer, and attracting vandalism. The full thing can be seen on screen right now. Pause it if you want to read. that was everything listed on the Lost Media Wiki's page on Billy Mays. It was a ride and actually kind of fun to learn about. If you have any pieces of Lost Media you'd like to see me talk about, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I gotta go clean my bathroom, so until then, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.